countless champions have been crowned throughout the history of competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! But what about the underdogs, the dark horses, the decks that upon first glance make you question everything you thought you knew about the game? In this series, both MBT and myself will be showcasing some of Yu-Gi-Oh's wackiest unsung heroes. Each episode will feature new decks, new strategies, and the results will be unpredictable. You've seen the history of Yu-Gi-Oh!, but this is the history of Jank. If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code CIMOOOOO5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content.
Well, folks, it's time for me to play the uncontested best deck in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh!, Watlock. Now, post-Edison format, Yu-Gi-Oh's card releases were big, enormous misses. What follows Edison is almost a year of unashamedly bad formats. And I'm here to do my best to make the format actively worse. In front of you is Watlock, a deck designed around this individual card, Wat Hopper. This card, while on the field, doesn't allow your opponent to select another face-up Wat monster as an attack target or as the target of a card effect. This means that it can't be removed from the field, provided you have a second Wat Hopper. It can't be attacked, provided you have a second Wat Hopper. And the only thing that beats it is big, powerful sweepers like Darkhole. This strategy was not necessarily good during this period, but boy was it annoying. It's actually the focus of my very first post on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Subreddit, in which I post an opponent who, after losing with 6 Samurai to this strategy, said to me in chat, "Dude, this is bullshit. You are a fucking pussy bitch. If this is how you win, no fucking skill whatsoever. Kill yourself." This deck wins over the course of a dozen turns by attacking directly with Wat Cobra, which is both a way to attack directly while you have the Watlock up that can't be removed, and also a searcher for your Wat Hoppers. Outside of that, we're just playing a bunch of cards that summon Wat Hoppers from the deck or the graveyard, things like Shining Angel and things like Wat Dragonfly. To clean up gummy board states, we have Lava Golems to increase the clock, and Wat Giraffe was an incredibly powerful card around this time, attacking directly for 1,200 points of damage a turn. To add insult to injury, we're also playing one copy of Wat Fox, which is unremarkable except for the fact that it is a tuner, which means that you can go into Wat Chimera, a card that, if it is connecting with your opponent, is pretty much exactly the same as Yata-Garasu. This is a who's who of unfun effects in Yu-Gi-Oh!, and I cannot wait to subject Cimo to it. So let me go through the card by card real quick. We got 2 Golem, 1 Sangan, triple Shining Angel, triple Cobra, triple Wat Dragonfly, the Wat-specific Searcher, 1 Wat Fox, double Giraffe, triple Wat Hopper, Heavy Storm, triple Messenger of Peace, the Floodgate of Choice because it allows Wat Cobra to continue to attack alongside Wat Giraffe. Gravity Bind does not. 1 Monster Reborn, double My Body as a Shield to hedge against things like Darkhole, Mystical Space Typhoon, 1 for 1, triple Upstart Goblin, Call of the Haunted, 2 Dark Bribe, 2 Limit Reverse, 1 Royal Oppression, 1 Solemn Judgment, 1 Starlight Road, 1 Torrential, and 1 Trap Dust Shoot. The extra is just a bunch of synchros we're not going to summon, plus the Wat Chimera. So with that, let's make Cimo's life a living hell.
You know, my life in the history of Jank seems to be a lot like Arcana Force 21 The World's Effect. During the end phase, you can send 2 monsters you control to the graveyard to skip your opponent's next turn. I feel like I've had the last 6 episodes skipped out of my life because I've been stuck in this stupid tank because I cannot seem to win a game. I guess that makes sense considering Joseph is clearly the Jank master and we are not one with the Jank. I'm trying. Like, this is Jank. I'm sorry. Like, we've played some decks that are decent in the past, and like those are probably more forgivable. This is pure 100% unadulterated Jank. This is garbage, hot ass garbage, and we are going to try to beat Joseph with it. Welcome to the world, ladies and gentlemen. If you've never seen this card before, you're lucky because this card is usually never used for good purposes. The whole idea behind this strategy is to lock out your opponent from playing the game with Arcana Force 21 The World's Effect. There's actually quite a few ways to summon summon this card with relative ease. The other issue is the prerequisite conditions to actually make sure the effect will continuously resolve every single turn. Keep in mind, once we have this activated once, this will be his permanent effect every single turn, but we always need to have 2 monsters in rotation to be able to continue to skip our opponent's next turn. How do we do that? Well, enter a very banned card in Samsara Lotus, which is very banned as of late because obviously interaction with Topologic Bomber Dragon, creating infinite loops and the like, as well as Treeborn Frog. Both of these cards can continuously resurrect themselves, which we can then sack off to the world and make sure that we skip Joseph's turn every single time, but we have to actually kill him. Thankfully, Arcana Force of the World has 3100 attack, which means that should not be too difficult. So after we summon the world and make sure that the effect actually goes our way, we need to have these cards in rotation, and to do that, we need to make sure we have no spells and traps on the field, and that's easier said than done. We have this card Light Barrier here, which is a field spell that actually ensures that our Arcana Force of the World will resolve with its head's effect. The problem is, we then need to remove this card from our field if we want to continue to get Treeborn and Samsara back, because this is a spell card we control. So we have to either True Nade, Heavy Storm, or use something such as Emergency Provisions, if I can find it up here, to be able to destroy this after we've already resolved it. Otherwise, there's only a 50-50 shot that this effect will go off, and I really hope it does not come down to that. So let's do the rest of the card by card. Armageddonites here just simply to dump Samsara into the graveyard to get it going a little bit quicker. Dandelion's nice because it does give us some monsters to work with, either for tributes on the following turn, or actually tributes once just for the world. We have Lone Fire, which gets us into Dandelion, it gets us into Samsara, so there is some utility here for the initial stage. The beginning first few turns are going to be very boring because we're just trying to set up. Sangan searches most of our deck. Screech is a very funny card that's actually quite underutilized because it only works in certain decks. When it's destroyed by battle, send 2 water monsters from your deck to the graveyard. We can immediately just dump 2 Treeborn Frogs and we are off to the races. Then for the rest of the deck, triple Emergency Provisions. Not only is this good for removing cards like Light Barrier and the like, but it's also good because it keeps us alive. Samsara actually burns us for 1,000 during each standby phase, and this can actually just kill us straight up. We have Foolish Burial to dump our monsters like Treeborn and Samsara. Giant True Nades in here for any typical combo deck to make sure that any back row will not interrupt us. And then Triple Hand Destruction I actually think is pretty nice in this deck because we can pitch something like Treeborn Frog, Samsara Lotus, and we still need to draw into the world, so more draw power is always welcome. It does come at a minus, it does give Joseph more cards, but if we assemble the combo, he's not going to get another turn. Heavy's in here just like True Nade. Triple Light Barrier, this card is so bad, but we have to play it. Triple My Body is in here to protect the world to make sure it actually resolves when it hits the field. MST 1-for-1 gives us another body. Star Blast is actually a neat card. Pay any number of life points in multiples of 500. Reduce the level of one monster you control or that is in your hand by 1 for each 500 life points you paid until the end phase. So we can actually make the world a level 4 and just normal summon it to the field without needing to tribute. And it does cost 2,000 life points, but it's a way to bypass the need to tribute and can actually make it a little bit easier for us to achieve our combo. And triple Upstart Goblin, the life points don't matter because if we establish the world lock, we win the game. And that's it. That's the deck. There's no side deck, there's no extra deck because this deck is terrible and has never topped anything ever and won't until 2019 when it's in a shell of a much stronger archetype where you can abuse this card a lot more easily. But it's good enough to maybe take a win in History of Jank, and I think we would be quite remiss if we did not show this card off. And I think we're going to show off both variants at some point, or maybe some other variants in the future, and this is where it all began. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and hope for that 50-50, because at this point, it's a 50-50 if I'm going to win this fucking game. Let's go ahead and get to dueling. It's time to duel. Buddy, I'm never getting out of this fucking tank. I swear to God. It's been like a month and a half of me in the tank. This is absurd. And honestly,
do not know what to tell you.
Based off of the deck I'm playing today, I doubt I'm going to be escaping it for another week, but we will just have to find out. You're probably sitting pretty over there. You're playing a good deck by comparison.
Am I? I feel like we are about to see some really interesting Yu-Gi-Oh! You're playing a deck that I think cannot possibly win. And I'm playing a deck that does not have the capacity to win. There's not a single monster that wins the game in here. So I guess we'll see what happens.
Truly I was going to say tortoise and the hare situation, but it's more like a tortoise and a tortoise situation. But we shall see. Let's shout the patron. Peyton Bissell, thank you for the support.
Peyton,
buddy.
are you happy about what you've enabled here today? Peyton, do you feel your money was well spent? I've got the number up.
I'm going to go with even.
It's even. I got to think of a new thing. I went with 2, the number of watt hopper I need on field.
That is exactly what I figured. If you were playing my deck, I thought it was going to be the number of stars on the world, but... All right, I guess I'm going first. I guess that's the best shot I'm going to have of winning this week.
Jesus
and
Christ.
Looking at this hand,
So good.
Holy shit. I'm glad you're having fun over there, buddy. All right, main phase 1. This literally is not even good. All right, I'm going to normal summon Lone Fire.
Yeah.
I'm going to sack Lone Fire.
Oh, yeah.
I will grab... I'm going to go through another Lone Fire. So let's get rid of this. I think it's semi'd. This deck's only playing 2, so we're going to assume that that's the case. I will bring out Samsara Lotus.
There she is.
So we have 1 step of the win condition down. Then I will set a card face down, I guess, and I will end my turn.
All right, stand by main.
All good.
I'm going to normal summon Watt Cobra.
Okay.
I will attack you directly.
I have no response to this. Get your search.
This is going to shock you. I'm going to add a Watt Hopper to hand.
Okay, so step 1 of your plan is complete.
Now we got to get him on the field. I'll set 2 back to you.
In the end phase. I don't have to do this in end phase, actually. So I'll draw instead. Let's go main phase 1 here. You can take some life points, buddy. I'm feeling generous today.
Oh, you got to take some life points yourself.
Oh, for Samsara Lotus, excuse me. I forgot this card has an effect.
This card's
All right,
terrible.
so I will take 1,000. Usually the game's over by the time this card hits the field. So yes, I will take 1,000. You will gain 1,000. That's awful. Let's activate hand destruction.
Oh, thank God. All right, my hand's not great. We're going to go Angel.
I'm going to get rid of Star Blast.
No, you're not playing Star Blast.
Oh, we are, buddy. We are in deep. And, oh, well, buddy, I have the combo.
How lucky are you feeling?
The problem is I do not have the card which ensures the combo goes off.
You don't want to take a 50-50? Come on.
You know, buddy, I am a gambling man. I am 6 losses or whatever in. I need to go for it. Activate Trunade.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I will activate Star Blast.
Yup, that is
I will pay 2,000 life points to reduce the level of Arcana Force 21, the world, down to a level 4 monster.
I'm in.
I will normal summon the world. And on summon, I will activate his effect and hope and pray to God that this resolves.
No response.
I've got 1 shot, 1 opportunity. Get me out of the tank.
Oh,
Get me.
Yes. Oh, thank the Lord.
Okay, well, I guess we tried. I mean, to be fair, I can kill your Watt Cobra. Like, that's a lot of damage.
Asshole. I don't know how I'm
Yeah,
dealing with him.
he's 31, so that's pretty good. Second main, I'll set a couple of cards down. I guess that's it. I don't need Samsara Lotus if I can't kill you, I guess.
I guess I'll get the Cobra back.
You don't have a choice, sir.
I'll summon it again.
Excellent.
Let's get in.
Take 1,000. Get your search.
Sure, I don't know if there's anything I really need. Let's grab a Watt Dragonfly.
Sure.
Second main, we're going to go 1, 2, 3.
Oh, we're never getting through this.
Pass turn.
I will draw. I'm going to burn myself to death from this fucking Samsara Lotus before I actually can kill you. I will hit with Arcana Force 21.
21.
Thank you. I'm glad you're humoring me here. Go ahead, get the take the top card of your graveyard. Oh, wait, no. That only happens once, right?
No.
It's every single draw phase? Oh, that's insane. Oh, I guess that makes sense for the lock. Right, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Okay. All right, well, I'm dead.
I can almost do something funny. I mean, I have lethal. I should probably go for it. We'll normal him and attack directly.
I'll take 1,000.
All right, I mean, I feel like you're dead to the Samsara, but I guess we'll find out.
I am dead to the Samsara. All right, we tried. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm not dead to the Samsara. Before, in draw phase, I will activate emergency provisions.
Oh, you lucky duck. Oh, okay. All right, that's fine.
So I will get rid of, let's see. How confident am I feeling? I'm probably dead no matter what. I will get rid of both copies of my body as a shield for 2,000 life points.
Dark Bright.
No! Why would you do that? Fuck you.
Holy fuck. Are you okay?
I was so close. I'm sorry. So close. I was that. You know, that's probably the closest I've been in 6 weeks to winning one of these, and it was on a 50-50.
Literally a 50-50.
People say that, you know, they lost to 50-50s. I literally lost to a 50-50. I had the combo. I even had protection. I had the True Nade. If I didn't have True Nade, I had my body to protect. I was set. It was fucking over. But here we are, I guess. So if Dueling Book will allow me, I will elect to go first again. And I will see if we can try to force a game 3. Good luck, sir. And I gotta be honest, this looks decent. So we'll see what happens. I'll go to main 1. I will start by firing 1 for 1.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's
Let's
fine.
pitch this Samsara Lotus. Off of 1 for 1, I will grab myself. Could get another Lotus in rotation. I don't, like, have to do that. Probably fine. I'll burn myself next turn if you don't kill it. Whatever. We'll do it. I'll get a Lotus. I will set a monster, and that's all I'm doing. Go ahead. I will not elect to bring back the other Lotus.
Stand by main.
Sure.
I am going to set a card, set 2, and back to you.
Okay, so draw, standby. I'm going to take 1,000 from the Lotus. This is just how I'm going to just die this game. Main 1, I guess we just do it again, right? I will activate Hand Destruction. I will pitch a Screech and a Lone Fire Blossom.
I'm going to do Watt Giraffe and Watt Cobra.
Okay, I will draw 2 cards. Okay. You can take another 1,000 life points.
Sure.
Not ideal. I will normal summon Screech. I will go to battle and I will try to hit this.
It is Sangan.
Okay.
I'm going to grab a hopper here.
Makes sense. That is all I got. Go ahead.
Stand by main.
Sure.
Shoot. I'm going to set 1, and back to you.
Draw. I'll take another 1,000 for this fucking Lotus. So I have 6 turns to assemble this combo or I lose the game. I guess I try to put you on some sort of clock. I will flip another Screech. Let's get Screeching.
It's Shining Angel. I'm going to grab a Shining Angel.
Okay, and I will kill the Shining Angel with Screech.
All right, we'll get Hopper.
Okay, so you have the lock. Second main, I will set a card and throw it to you.
Let's MST that back row.
It was a My Body as a Shield.
Not that I think that really does anything.
Nope.
Okay. Wattlock Online.
Online.
Okay, so because I have both of these, you can't target any of my Watt monsters as attack targets or with card effects. And just to help a little bit more, I'm going to fire a Messenger of Peace as well.
Excellent. Fantastic maintenance cost on this card, by the way. I'm
so glad
on the
90-turn clock.
Yes. You know, not like you'll deck out before then or anything. Speaking of which, I'm going to kill myself with the Samsara Lotus before that even becomes relevant in the slightest. So I will go to main phase 1.
The world.
Well, even if I find the world, how do I out the lock?
Well, you'll have infinite turns to figure it out.
I guess, you know, I guess I will draw my whole deck and figure it out that way, right? I will set a card. I need a way to get this Lotus off the field, and I'm not finding it. Go ahead.
Stand by main.
Sure.
Well, normal Watt Cobra.
Yep. Pay your 100 for Messenger of Peace, sir.
Wow, you're right. Yeah, how foolish of me. Let's get in for 1,000.
My clock has now doubled. Thank you.
It's going to get even higher when I add Giraffe to my hand.
Yes, it will.
Main 2, I'm just setting more cards. Let's go, baby.
Standby phase. I'll take another 1,000. Main 1. I'll set 1. I guess I will throw these idiots to defense because they're not going to be doing me much good in attack, and I will pass.
Stand by main. Let's normal the Giraffe.
Sure.
I'll try it. Wah.
Take 1,000.
Wah.
Take 12.
And I don't know. Second main, we'll switch these guys to defense. Set 1, and back to you.
We'll draw. In the draw phase, to not die, I have provisions again.
All right, I'm with you.
I will target, or it just sends the cards. I will chain MST. I guess I will pick a random back row to pop. So I will pop 4, this one.
I'm gonna chain call Targeting Sangan.
Just so you can get the search again. That is fine. Okay, so this resolves. It was another my body. I gain 2,000 life points.
We'll grab
You get your search. Stand by. I take 1,000 from the Lotus. And I'm dead. Light barrier, Lotus. No other way to the world. You want to do the game 3, buddy?
Yeah, what do you mean? Oh, yes, I did beat you game 1. I was like, I didn't even assemble the lock last game. Oh, no, that was enough. Wow, you were going to kill me if any point during that time you found the guy. Yeah, obviously you were toast to the Lotus, but from this position I can normal the Fox to make Wat Chimera and Yada lock you.
You know, I really could have used that light barrier last game when it actually could have won me the game. So close. I have 3 copies of the world. I guess, I don't know what other draw power is even legal in this format. I feel like that's like what's missing. Like hand destruction, upstart goblin, you know, everything else that I've got clearly is not enough.
I gotta tell you, I think that you have built a deck that's actually super cool and interesting. It's just unfortunate that it's also ass.
Isn't that just like the tagline for History of Jank? This deck is super cool and interesting, but it's also ass. All right, good luck, buddy.
I will let you know.
I will double upstart goblin.
Let's go. Give me that 2K.
I will set. That's it. I'm setting.
All right, stand by main. I am doing the same thing.
I guess it worked so well for me. I guess I just continue doing the same thing. So sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Same.
This is going well. All right, main 1. I will normal Armageddon Knight, I guess.
Sure.
I will dump Samsara Lotus to the graveyard.
Yep.
All right, Samsara's in the grave. I honestly like don't even want to attack any of these. It's most likely Shining Angel or Sangan, which just gets you closer to the Watlock. The other issue is Armageddon Knight happens to have 1,400 attack, which is frustrating. So if it is Shining Angel, you can just crash and get it anyway. So that's kind of annoying. Honestly, don't think I really have an answer to that. If you do, I'm still not going to attack. I guess in the end phase, I will bring back the Lotus. Sure. Go ahead.
I guess I'll put you on Gotta Have It. You were right. It's Shining Angel.
Yep. Here we go.
We have a hopper already.
So
we're going to
normal
another hopper.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
We're going to crash here.
Yep.
We'll grab Watt's Cobra. I'm going to attack the Lotus because if I don't, you are 1 reborn away from 5. Okay, yeah. I'm going to attack the Lotus.
So I take a K.
I'll trigger Watt Cobra here.
Because it just has to inflict damage.
Oh, no, it doesn't. I have to attack direct to get the effect.
Oh!
Wait,
so are you going to...
Yeah,
okay.
for sure I'm going to.
Wow, that's so bad.
I'm going to grab Watt Fox.
Sure.
I'm putting you on the Chimera. I'll set Dark Bribe, and I will activate Messenger of Peace.
Great. Fantastic.
Here we go.
I will draw. Stand by. I take 1,000 from my Lotus.
Yep.
I will start by activating Hand Destruction.
Do I Dark Bribe?
Any response?
I feel like I don't. No, I have no response to this.
Okay. I will pitch Screech and the World.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay. True Nade.
Ooh. Well, Dark Bribing here is just bad. Sure.
Okay. I will sack. Actually, no. I'll activate Light Barrier.
Shit, you got it. Oh, fuck, you have it.
I will sacrifice Screech and Samsara Lotus for Arcana Force 21 the world.
Okay, so you do not flip the coin. You auto heads, and
correct.
You only have 1 activation of the world, right? We'll see.
So this is fine.
This is completely
I'm assuming.
fine.
Now, under normal circumstances, this would be incredible, but the problem is I'm Watt locked. So for all the fucking good this is going to do me, I can't attack anything and I can't kill anything. So now I need to figure out how I actually kill you here.
If there is a card in your deck that outs the Watlock, you are absolutely fine.
So I will go to my end phase. I will trigger Samsara Lotus, which I actually cannot do because I have no spell or I have to have no spell or trap cards for the Lotus, and I have no way to get rid of this light barrier because I had to True Nade in hoping that this was actually going to work. So I'm basically fucked here.
Wait.
And good game, buddy.
Oh, there was a way around it by light barriering and then follow up True Nading, but I bribed the light barrier. Oh my god, that's agony.
Yeah. Great deck, huh? Great deck,
I
huh?
think that deck is not the worst thing ever, but certainly certainly could use some love, I guess I would say.
It's a cool concept,
Yeah.
right? I love that you get to play all these cards that summon multiple times or like multiple dudes, right? We didn't see Dandelion, but Lonefire can also get this. The fact that you can get Treeborn back, the fact that you can get the Samsara back, like, I mean, it's neat. I like the whole concept of this deck, but in practice, I don't know. I think it's very jank. That's for certain.
For sure. I would say that Samsara Lotus absolutely must be banned because of this specifically.
Absolutely, yes. There's no other way Samsara Lotus will ever be this good ever.
You know,
and, it needs to be taken care of now in 2010.
It's kind of frustrating because this deck does have a lot of really cool stuff in it. The Frog, the Samsara, obviously is really good. Arcana Force the World is a really unexplored card that does have a super powerful effect that usually just wins you the game on the spot. Star Blast is like some Duel Links players might remember it, but it's unironically very strong. Screech is an unbelievable card. I mean, it just sends the entire combo to the graveyard on its own. Unfortunately, it just wasn't enough.
And honestly, okay, you already had me Watt-locked. I'm looking in my deck trying to see how I break that. This deck plays no removal.
Oh, you actually just don't have like a Dark Hole.
I actually just do not have Dark Hole in this deck. I've got back row removal because obviously I'm trying to make sure the combo goes through, but I do not see a single card in my graveyard currently, unless you see one, for how I actually out the Wattlock of all things. So
Yeah,
this was actually very funny that we picked this matchup in particular because we are showcasing one of the weaknesses of this strategy in that if I'm met with monster that cannot be killed by battle, this entire strategy crumbles.
Well, what if you played one sort of the deep-seated, and then you just took infinite turns? You didn't accomplish anything, but you forced a draw.
Exactly. I would have at least forced a draw at the very least.
Yeah.
Miserable. I am astonished at this deck.
For sure.
Wow.
I will say, I was a little shook. This is a strategy that actually matches up really well against mine most of the time. Like, you're not really attacking, and the way you get additional watts on field is to, like, Dragonfly or Shining Angel into them. Isn't a lot on field that you are stopping from attacking, because at the point you get the world, you can just win the game on your own. You're on like True Nade, which lines up really well against like the main deck, Starlight Roads and stuff. Golem does less than nothing against you. That's usually how you win long wars of attrition. It was interesting, and I was like, oh, this actually might be a really unfavored matchup, and I think it is, provided you draw the combo every game, which doesn't happen.
I mean, it's really whoever got to their combo first, right? If I got to my combo, I won. If you got to your combo, you won. Difference is, your combo doesn't suck and require you to play all of these cards for this terrible 2-tribute monster. You get to play Shining Angel and Sangan and good cards in your deck. And all you have to do is assemble 2 little hoppers onto the field, and it's GG. Where I have to find a way to not only get 2 monsters on the field, tribute them for a 2-tribute monster. I guess there's ways around that with stuff like Star Blast and the like. Get a field spell that ensures the condition of my deck will not be a 50-50 like it was in game 1, and have 2 specific other monsters in rotation that are going to resurrect themselves, but only if I remove the field spell that ensures the 50-50 is a 100% chance to go on.
That is the icing on the cake for me, that you are playing True Nade and Storm and Eprov, not because they're good cards, but because you have to out your own light barrier or you can't bring back the Lotuses.
It's like, hold on, you need to have this card to make sure the effect resolves, but then you have to destroy it because otherwise you can't actually make this combo work. Unbelievable.
This deck is so cool. These cards are
Yu-Gi-Oh!
So cool, but it is really ass, yeah.
It is so ass. It's funny because this probably won't be the last time we see the world. I think when we get to later stages of history of Jank, we will see this card again in like an actual good deck for once. And
yeah, it's gonna
even
be,
to this day, there are people that are still trying to find ways to break this deck.
It's gonna be like 2019. But yes, the world does have a second stint of playability during a period when everyone had convinced themselves using Grapha and the dangers to draw your entire deck was a viable win condition.
So guys, that's going to wrap it up for another episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Let's go ahead and shout the patrons for all of their continued support. So big shout to Shout1317, Moto, Cameron Smith, Tim00x3, Chaotic Meatball, MBT, Play Medulce, Eka Ironfang, Part 2, Pony Stark, Dan the Man Hoban, Synchro Guy, Ole, I Ship MBT and Cimo, Draconic Rockslide, Jordan Coons, Iron Bladesman, Jesse Wood, Chris Hood, David Lou, Skyrose, Dylan Hunter, Phoenix the Immortal, Cody Bretch, John 2Base, Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Carlos DT, Flannel Daddy, Hornet, Give Me Speedroid or Give Me Death, TC Gaming, thanks for the sleeves, Dad, Matthew Brady, Max, MBT's Gamer Word Pass, Tom Russell, Twinkle Muncher, Why Read Cards When You Can Just Click Buttons, Valen Jackson, Aren't You Glad I Didn't Say Alpha Tribute Ben 10, Helios515, thank you Cimo, MBT Gage, the RJB0 and Ruxin34, MBT fans scare me more than COVID, Simping for Cimo, Stolfin Amethyst, Tyler H, Nicholas Carpenter, Cimo's Harem of Sexy Yugi Tubers, Mike Ty, Rev Skinner, Nim Noodle, Malabranch of the Burning Tunnels, Stella and Zoe Vermillion, Wonder Waffle, Skull Servant and the Wandering Doomed are boyfriends, MBT canceled by all communities soon, canceled by all committees soon, canceled by all players soon. Not reading cards makes the game interesting, and you know it. The Undertaker versus Cimo and MBT, Hunter Reed, and Shrugs. Thank you so much for watching the video, and we will see you next time.